Good evening. This is MBC News. Today's top stories. Oil price rollbacks. Jeepney fares go down. Consumer confidence increases. And now, here's the news. Oil companies will decrease its diesel prices today. Katsulian has a detailed report.
Several oil companies will reduce the price of diesel products by 1 peso per liter effective February 23 Monday. Petron, Shell, Sea Oil, and PTT Philippines said the move was meant to reflect international crude prices in the local market. In of Platts Singapore, the benchmark being used by oil importers dropped to $54 per barrel as of February 17 from January, average of $60 per barrel.
Pagbaba ng presyo, walang sapat o walang sobra actually. Kasi mas gusto ng consumer na mas mababa ang presyo.
Natutuwa ko kasi dati yung aking 1,000, mga 15 litros lang. O ngayon, maganda ako ng
Mas
200.
marami. Totoo, malaki din pa kaysa dati, 61 kasi. Pero yung sa talagang presyo dati, 28 lang. Hindi pa bumabalik. Tapos ang pasahe sa amin, ganun pa rin naman. Hindi man nagbabago. So yun lang masabi.
For me, if from my own pocket, it's not really that. I mean, should roll back more. This has been Katsulian reporting from MBC News.
Jeepney fares decreased by 50 centavos as diesel prices went down. Pibo Santos has the report.
The Land Transportation Regulatory Board, LTFRB, approved yesterday a provisional 50 centavo fare cut for jeepneys in Metro Manila effective Monday. Swansea also clarified that the provisional fare cut is a partial resolution of the petition for National Council for Consumers Protection, NCCP, which sought a minimum fare of 7 pesos for jeepney and 8 pesos for provincial and city buses across the country.
Metrobank issued an economic report about gaining the confidence of consumers in the Philippines. Yad Juanico has the report.
The drop in oil and food prices helped improve consumer confidence in the last quarter of 2008, which was sustained in the first few months of 2009 despite the global financial crisis. This is according to an economic weather report released by Metrobank Research Development. It is indicated there that the outlook for the first quarter of 2009 also picked up as the next quarter index improved by 13.9 points. But the public is still advised to be watchful and prepared for any sudden increase in prices. This is Yad Juanico for MBC News.
To give us a more detailed look into the global financial crisis, Pan Roque has a special report.
The Special Report with Panyarak Roque.
What is the global financial crisis? How did it start, and what are the impacts on the Philippine economy? Come and join me in my investigation.
The global financial crisis can be considered as the greatest economic turmoil that has ever hit the world since the Great Depression. I went to the 6th Secretary Alfonso Yuchenko Policy Conference to find out how this crisis started and how it has affected the Philippine economy. Governor Armando Tatango Jr. from the Central Bank of the Philippines said that the global financial crisis is a multifactorial phenomenon, while Deputy Governor Nestor Espanilla Jr. from the Central Bank of the Philippines also said that this crisis all started with the unpaid housing loans in the United States. He also said that this is the result of poor banking regulations and loaning out of money. Dr. Tu Liao from De La Salle University also said in his presentation that another cause of this crisis is the global economic imbalances. This means that some countries do not have enough inflow of foreign currency while some have more than they need. This causes an imbalanced economic activity among countries in the world. Dr. Cesar Saldana from PSR Consulting Incorporated, a business and management consulting company, also said that there are two markets that are mainly affected by the global financial crisis. These are the labor and electronics markets. This has been Pan Roque reporting for NBC News.
And now let's go to the business news with Xavier Peredo.
The business news with Xavier Peredo.
Thank you, Kent. Shares closed 0.4% lower yesterday amid the lack of confidence in the efforts of the United States government to revive its economy. The composite index fell 8.16 points to 1,872.22, while the all shares index shed 0.5% to 1,211.02 points. There were 38 gainers, 37 losers, and 42 unchanged. Volume totaled to 1.46 billion shares worth 1.47 billion pesos. Florida China of Pan Asia Securities Corporation said they are still waiting for a favorable outlook to the U.S. stimulus fund to positively affect the stock market. Meanwhile, the peso weakened, resulting to 48.80 peso against the dollar, 68.99 against the UK pound, and 61.04% against the euro.
So Xavier, I've heard that more foreigners are coming here in the Philippines. Is it true?
Well, Kent, about 3.1 million tourists arrived in the country last year. The Department of Tourism said it is predicted that this year there will be 3.15 million travelers arriving and 3.5 million tourists in 2012.
Thank you, Xavier. In the later portion, I'll be interviewing Xavier Peredo to give us a better picture of the current Philippine stock market.
Hey, Sir Pot, can I have this for my dinner?
No, this is mine. Where's my smokers? More smokers! More smokers! More smokers! More smokers! More smokers! I got back my smokers! Oh, baby smokers! I got the back, baby smokers!
Smuckers, the peanut butter that awakens you.